Friends, you may be knowing a new tendency has come in the educational institutions. Of course, the corporate culture changed them like that. So, in the medical colleges, engineering colleges, and some reputed colleges, what they are saying is that they are going to give offshore and onshore trainings or education in the other countries. For example, when a medical college is there, they will say that 2 years you can be in Bangkok or Thailand, and other 2 years you can be in India, and you will be given a degree. This is what offshore and onshore process. So public are being lured like that, and they are admitting their children also. And one day or other they will hush up and they will go away. Of course, the college will be closed, then the matter will be taken up. Now, Honorable Supreme Court decided to verify, to check up whether education comes or educational institutions come under the purview of the Consumer Protection Act 1986 or not. So that's why they have taken up the matter. While taking up the civil appeal 12901 by 2020, in the case of Manu Solanki and others versus Vinayaga Mission University on 15/10/2000. So the Honorable High Court definitely wanted to give a report, give a disposal whether the universities or whether the education institutions would come under the purview of Consumer Protection Act or not. So we were knowing Consumer Protection Act, it is meant to protect the buyers, to meant to the persons who take the services from the unfair trade practices, from the deficiency of the service, from the defect in goods. Yes, anybody have got these defects, definitely they can approach the consumer fora, maybe in the district level or state level or national level, to get their grievances redressed. That is normally what we know about the Consumer Protection Act. But whether education, now already the hospitals have come into the purview of under the purview of the Consumer Protection Act. Now education, will it come into the Consumer Protection Act or not? This is the question before the Supreme Court, because different judgments are there. Now, if we know the details of the case first, we will have some good appreciation for that matter, right? This Vinayaga University, so definitely it is located in Tamil Nadu, you all know, right? They are giving courses in MBBS, in dental course also, right? They have published that during the year 2005-2006 that they will conduct the offshore courses in Thailand for 2 years. Then in the other 2.5 years, that is including the internship, they can spend in India, and they will be given the dental certificate, dental surgeon certificate. Maybe BDS, definitely BDS, not MDS, BDS certificate will be given. So, lured by this, or the way normally the corporate colleges, they will be speaking their own things there. So, lured by this, so many people have admitted their children, and Manu Solanki was one of the students, right? So, neither he was sent to Thailand nor the course was completed, because this university, the dental course, is not affiliated to the Dental Council of India. It was not recognized by the Dental Council of India. When the University of Thailand, they also stated that we do not have any contract with the Vinayaga Mission. That means they were duped, they were cheated. Now they have approached the district forum. Stating that they were duped because the university has indulged in unfair trade practice, and also there is deficiency of the service, because they have taken the fees, hefty amount of fees, and they did not do any service. Therefore, this consumer district forum, yes, it held it to be correct, and therefore they asked these people to pay back the money and do some next year agreement. But first of all, they have to get the so-called recognition from the Dental Council of India, which was not done. Definitely, it is a deficiency of service. Moreover, the district forum treated it as that is unfair trade practice. So, against to this, Vinayaga Mission approached the state forum, national forum. National forum also definitely they asked these people that they have indulged in unfair trade practice, and now ultimately the matter has to come to the Supreme Court, which is the appellate authority, right? Now, Mr. Solanki and others says they have informed or they have filed the affidavit with the travesty of justice what happened to them. So they were lured, their parents, their parents also spent a lot of money on them. But now they came to know that the university was not having any contract with the University of Thailand, and it was not recognized by the Dental Council of India. The exams are waste. Now they have become, actually now they are in air, they do not know what to do. But university, yes, university place says that they do not come under the purview of the Consumer Protection Act. These people, the students who seek education, they are not consumers. Education is not a commodity, and therefore educational institutions are not definitely they are not rendering any service, so they do not come under the purview of CP Act. After all, what they have to do, they have to file a civil complaint, and I don't know when it will be decided, right? And now they have placed reliance on two important cases. Friends, remember these cases are more important. So Maharshi Dayananda University versus Surjit Kaur 2010. And second, P.T. Koshi and another versus L.N. Charitable Trust. So in this Maharshi Dayananda University, it's a celebrated case, please remember. What happened is this Surjit Kaur, she joined MA in the Mahatma University as a regular student in the year for the academic year 1994-95. Okay, fine. But she applied for the BEd course on vocation. It's a vocational course. So distance course she applied for BEd. Right. Now coming to know Maharshi Dayananda University, they stated that you choose only one. Either you go to BEd or MA. Then she said she will go to MA. So she said that she will not appear BEd examinations. Fine, she has appeared for MA and she got the degree. But in the meanwhile, what happened is, before getting the degree, this Maharshi University itself, they have given a general circular that those who are not able to appear for the examination for the BEd, they may appear. Taking advantage of the same, this woman appeared for the BEd and she got through the examination. Now she wanted BEd certificate, which they have refused, and the matter came to the, of course, up to the level of this Supreme Court. The matter came. Supreme Court said that education is not a commodity. You can't study both parallel. You have to abide by the rules and regulations. So there is no deficiency on the part of Maharshi Dayananda University. Here what I want to say is the clear-cut statement that education is not a commodity. Educational institutions are not a service. They do not come under the services. This is what was mentioned in that particular case. So the university has placed reliance on the judgment, right? So therefore there cannot be any deficiency of service as regarding the admission of the students Manu Solanki and others. But please remember, contrary to this, against this, there are some judgments also. That is P. Srinivasulu and others versus P.J. Alexander and others 2015. In this case, definitely, yes, it was observed that educational institutions would come within the purview of the Consumer Protection Act, and education is a service. So this was decided in the year 2015 in CA number 7003. Right? There is another case, Anupama College of Engineering versus Gulshan Kumar. This is in Punjab or Haryana, 2017. So here also the commission held that, of course, the institutions giving the vocational courses like typing, shorthand, secretarial practice, all these things. So they are also coming under. They are also not coming under the purview of the Consumer Protection Act. They are also education institutions. So the problem is there. Some people were taken for the education tour where they were not treated properly. Some accident took place. So in that correction also they said it is not deficiency of service. So the only question before you is, before the court is whether the college or education institution comes under service in CP Act or not. Anyway, Supreme Court has taken the matter. They will decide whether the college education is a commodity or not. Let us wait and see. But anyway, it's a good topic because diverging judgments are there. So somebody will say like this, education is not a commodity. Somebody will say education is a commodity. Anyway, some fixed proposal has to come. So ratio decidendi for that definitely some president will come with the judgment of the Supreme Court. That it was taken up by none other than Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, Indu Malhotra and Indira Banerjee. Definitely they will give a beautiful judgment. Let us wait and see. Thank you.